All right.
All right. Well, let's just go ahead and kick things off and get started, eh?
Yep, let's do it.
All right. So I believe I know most of you other than Galaxy S9 Plus, which I might know, but it's hard to tell. So welcome to Nature Night. Obviously, it's a little bit different here tonight because it's done virtually instead of in person. But the entire purpose of Nature Night is to fill a room with outdoor enthusiasts and give them something interesting to talk about and just let them go wild. So this was done monthly over at Front Street, where we would just go downstairs, hang out for a half hour, have a guest speaker for 15 to 30 minutes, and then afterwards either talk about what they were talking about or talk about past trips or whatever we really wanted to. But the big thing was meeting other people that care about outdoor hobbies, even if it's not the same outdoor hobbies. Sometimes it's just a matter of finding people that are interested in doing cool new stuff, and then all of a sudden you make new friends. So it's pretty much the coolest networking group that's ever happened.
Yes.
So we're super excited about it. It's always a little bit better in person, but we still want to keep it virtually because we've been finding some amazing guest speakers to come and talk to us about amazing local initiatives or just incredible trips that have happened and other things. So while we're here, as you can see behind me, there is our climbing wall. See if my head gets out of here. We got some lights up and everything. So we are currently in our new space, still trying to figure out how things are going to open, but we'll talk more about all of that later. So if you are a climber, that's what we're looking at in the background. But with that being said, if everybody doesn't have a beverage already, feel free to go and get one. We got ours from Swing Barrel Brewing Company next door, our neighbors, and we're super pumped about it. But Nature Night is typically 21 plus, and we all just kind of hang out and get to know each other, and it's a really fun time. So otherwise, feel free to grab yourself a cup of water. That's absolutely fine too. So, but without further ado, we would like to hand things off to Lee from She Ascends, our guest speaker for tonight. So she's going to tell us all about her journey up to this point, where she sees herself going in the future, what that means for people in our community. So everybody, welcome aboard, Lee.
Hi, thanks for having me, you guys. I met all the people through Nature of the North in last February, and then we were so excited. We were sharing. I'm gonna come to Nature Night and share, and then COVID happened. So, but I am excited to present tonight because we are getting back to it in June. But like they said, I'm Lee Dornfeld. I live in Moorhead, Minnesota, and I am a chapter leader for She Ascends. So I'm going to share my screen here as I have a presentation. I won't be able to see you guys. If you have questions, I think they will help me out a little bit.
Yeah, if you just put any questions you have into the chat, Alicia and I will be sitting here watching the chat and sharing those questions with Lee as we move forward. So otherwise, at the end, we'll just kind of hang out and answer any questions that anybody has. So feel free to use that chat as much as you would like. We're watching.
Okay, am I ready to go? I don't have to do anything else?
Yep, you have to start your video.
Yeah, She Ascends. We're ready to go. Oh, yeah.
Yep, one more thing. Start video. So then you can see me too. Okay, here we
go.
Okay, so here is She Ascends, and I'm going to tell you all about how we got started, but basically it is a women's hiking group. So men, if you you can always share this with all your lady friends that you know and love. So this is one of our Central Minnesota groups on one of their trips. But just to get started, this is me. My day job, I'm a gifted and talented teacher for Moorhead Public Schools. I always say my fun job is being a Clay County She Ascends chapter leader. And my most exhausting, just so you know a little bit about me, is I'm a mom to 2 awesome kids, but it is my best job. So that's me in a nutshell. She Ascends is women's hiking group all over Minnesota. It started with 1 county chapter. We're now at 7. And it started originally in April of 2019. So it's been a little over a year, and that's where we are. So we're getting going. But in a nutshell, we're basically about bringing women together through nature and hiking We want to build each other up. We realize that we all have something to share and learn and grow. And we just absolutely love being out in nature and know how calming and positive it is for us. And we want to share it with others that don't know it. I originally got started hiking back in the summer of 2017. One of the founders of She Ascends, Mindy Jensen, is a really good friend of mine from a long time ago. And she said, we're starting this organization. And this was actually called Hike Hoppers of Minnesota. And come out and volunteer and help. And I came out to, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Quarry Park near St. Cloud, Minnesota. It is at my absolute favorite park in the state of Minnesota because of all the unique quarry structures, and it's in the middle of the woods. But I fell in love and I was hooked. So Hike Hoppers is a hiking initiative for the whole state, and men, women, children, everything. But then She Ascends was birthed through it and underneath it like an umbrella. So if you look, you guys can see my cursor when I move it, right? Hello?
Sorry, we were muted. Yeah, we can see your cursor.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so this is my friend Mindy, and she loved to hike with her son. And she had a friend named Sue, and she told Sue, "Oh, I just love hiking so much. I wish I could share it with women, and I don't know how to do it." And so they came up, well, let's just get women together and let's hike. And then Sue came up with the name She Ascends. So these two women went and told their friends, Emma and Steph, and they all got together, and She Ascends started. If you look at the state of Minnesota, the Hearts are our chapters so far in the different counties. I'm up here in Clay County. Mindy is doing Becker. Leona is in Otter Tail. Samantha Stearns. Haley's brand new. I can't remember what the name of her county is, but we have Washington County and Anoka County too now. So, and it just keeps going. So I'm here to tell you all about it so you can come join the hike. Oh, here it is. So we've split the state up into north, central, and south, and Otter Tail just got started. So right now we have these three right here, right in our neighborhood. And the cool thing about She Ascends is when you become a member, if you can't make the Clay County hike, but you're in Lake Country that weekend, you can jump in with the Otter Tail group. Or if you are traveling down in the cities and you know that Washington County is out for the weekend, you can join in with them too. I'll tell you more about it later, but we also do events during the year that gather all of our chapters together. So any questions so far on that?
Not for us, and the chat is empty, so we're good to go.
Okay, so if you are, after my presentation, just know we obviously want you to come join us because we want to share our mission and vision with you. But we're also looking for new chapter members. So if this is really speaking to you, you know someone that, oh, I know someone who lives way up in Ely and would love to do this, and share with them too. All right, so this is my chapter. We only got started last November. And so we've had a fall hike and our Jingle Bell hike. And in January, we had, I forget what that one was called, but there was less people because we got canceled because of weather. So when Mindy first asked me, she said, do you want to start a hiking chapter in Clay County? I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay, how about you start November? And I'm like, November? No, why don't I just start in the summer? And she's like, you will be shocked. And I couldn't believe how many women wanted to come out in the middle of winter and hike with me. So it was really fun. Our central group, we have 3 counties, but this is a group this was their retreat weekend. They went up to Duluth, and I think they hiked over 22 miles over that whole weekend. And as you can see, they obviously are having a good time. But yeah, new friendships form, and meet women from around the state or in your region. And then we have Washington County's on its own right now down in the south. And I believe most of these pictures are from our first annual meeting. We got together in central Minnesota and we went snowshoeing and had like homemade tea and things like that. So while we had our annual meeting, and that was a really great event. If you notice, up here is 2019, down here is 2020. April 2019, Stearns County started. November, I started. Washington in December. And now just this month and starting next month, we have our 3 new chapters starting Anoka, Anoka, Ottertail, and Becker. So to become a member with She Ascends, it's really important, you know, if you want to just come check us out, see what it's all about, your first hike is free. Just come, bring a friend, whatever you want. And then it's $35 for a year, which includes 8 guided hikes. So in the FM Moorhead area, I'll stick to some local parks. If it's great weather and we're in the summer, we might venture off out to Maplewood, Glendalough, but mainly we kind of stick to closer. And Buffalo River State Park is our big go-to that, you know, we'll probably hit 1 to 3 times a year. With the COVID and how we have our, you know, we had to cancel a couple months of hikes, we are just adding 2 months on 2 memberships. And even if women are not coming yet because they don't feel comfortable, we will just add on to their yearly memberships. So, and then we also do some months the theme are pop-up hikes. And so you might not just have 1 guided hike that month where you know way in advance when it is. We might have a couple, 2, 3, 4, whatever pop-up hikes that month, and we do those too. I'm such a planner, probably will still tell my chapter, hey, my pop-up hikes are gonna be these dates, but yeah, just we have more of them. They might be during the week instead of just on the weekends, because we typically do our hikes on Saturdays. Also with your membership, we do once a year a day trip event per chapter. But if you can't come to my chapter day trip event, you might be able to jump on with a different group. Also, there'll be a retreat weekend once a year, and then our annual meeting, and we always try to make it some type of an event. There's been the Stearns County group, I know they've been kayaking. My May day trip that I was supposed to do in May at Glendalough, we were doing yoga and biking and hiking. So we don't just hike, but we are mainly about hiking. Our future plans would be, if we continue to grow and have enough people that have interest, is to plan a yearly or biannually trip to Utah or somewhere outside of our normal hiking area. Some people, you know, don't call Minnesota, North Dakota hiking. They call it a walk in the woods, but I disagree. But there is something to be said to get out and hike in new places that you're completely not used to. It's just phenomenal. So any questions so far?
Yeah, someone actually asked about dogs. They said they saw a dog in a picture and they wanted to know if dogs were invited for all hikes or just some.
Yes. Okay. Great question. We normally do not allow dogs just because we don't know how people are going to feel about it. However, in February, we had Hike with My Bestie, and we opened it up for this 1 month that if your bestie is your spouse, your best girlfriend, your dog, your pet rock, whatever it was, that you could bring your dog, and then everyone knew ahead of time, like, okay, this is going to be a hike where we might have some dogs. And so yeah, but normally, no, we don't allow dogs because we don't know if they're, yeah. But any other questions?
Not in the chat,
Okay.
but Christine says thank you.
Christine says thank you. You're welcome. I don't know what she's thankful for, but
For answering
That
the
was her
question.
question.
oh, okay, that she had the question. Got it.
Yeah.
Awesome. All
Can
right.
we have more dogs?
Can we have more dogs?
Always more dogs.
Oh, always more dogs.
Yes.
Well, here's what other times what I've told people is, you know, what happens is you join, you meet people, and then you have new hiking buddies. And then you have more people to hike with. And that's the cool thing. Like, yeah, we do this once a month thing, but that once a month guided hike is about that networking and what, you know, you're meeting new friends, you're going off and doing new things. And ultimately you're just getting outside more and yeah, enjoying it. So that's our main goal, is just to share that experience with everybody.
Preach it.
Just like your guys' mission. So we are getting back at it. I haven't advertised yet, but I will be this weekend. So I have a Facebook group, and anyone can join. You just have to request, and it's called She Ascends North Clay County, where you can get all the information about our upcoming hikes. But our June 13th hike is a hike at night, where we meet later in the evening. I'll have glow sticks and glow bracelets and whatever. And we'll hang out in the parking lot for a while, and it might not get dark till later, and hopefully we won't get kicked out, but it would be nice if we could stay even a little bit later till it really gets dark. But I know this winter, I went with a couple of girlfriends. We went night snowshoeing, and just wore headlamps and brought a couple dogs and went snowshoeing, and it was so fun. So that is kind of the experience we want to recreate, that even when it's night, we can get out there. We will also follow the safety guidelines as per the state. I won't go through all of them, but we will set out in groups no larger than 9 members and a leader. If we have more than that, we'll designate a person to, we'll still be kind of close to each other, but we'll stick to those groups. Masks are recommended, but it's not an absolute. And yeah, I'll have all those guidelines posted on my Facebook post when I advertise for this hike. But we'll be at Gooseberry Mound Park in Moorhead. I should mention too that yes, this is a Moorhead thing, but we Fargo peeps, we want you to come join us as well. So any questions on that?
Actually, I have a question really quick. Are you gonna touch on more on the Facebook aspect? Because I know that the one group is closed and then the other one is open. You know what I mean?
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, the local one is closed group, and you have to be asked to go on it.
Got it. Okay. So our main She Ascends Wellness for the whole state is open. Ours is closed at the moment. We're so new and we're going so fast that there's been so many different things. Like every month we're like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And then the next month we come back, we're like, okay, no, that's not working. We got to change that. So we're having some growing pains. Right now it's closed, but anyone can join. You don't have to be a member. If you request to join the group, I immediately put you in. But we're always open to feedback. If I think Nature of the North, you guys don't do that. You just open it right up. So yeah, we're making changes. That's what it is right now, but doesn't mean it won't be in the future. But I can't invite you unless I'm your friend on Facebook. So you have to actually request it.
Yeah, correct. And you guys are a group, not a page. So people can't like it. You have to it's a group, so there's
Right.
Different, because the other one, the She Ascends from Minnesota, is a Facebook page.
Yeah. And I should really just sit down with Alicia or somebody that knows their marketing stuff, because I don't. And in the ins and outs, I also have a Instagram account that I'm slowly getting my feet wet and trying to post more on that, but that's just She Ascends North. So yeah. I'll give you the link, but we're getting started with some apparel, and our online store. Anything that you purchase, 50% goes back into organizations that support women in our communities. At our annual meeting, we hold a discussion and decide where those dollars will go. So I'm anxiously waiting for my new apparel to show up in the mail. Everything is so slow. I've got my old She Ascends t-shirt on where we have our old logo. But now we have a new one with it's right here, the 2 mountains together kind of pointing up. So our main goal is just to be able to be our best selves and help each other along the way. So my final slide, I just have my contact information and my email. You can also find me on Facebook. I'm the only Lee Dornfeld. I'm actually on there as Lee Carter Dornfeld, but I pop up as just Lee Dornfeld. To get to our website, we are still umbrellaed under Hike Hoppers. So just so you know, you click on the hikehoppers.org link, click on programs and events, and then find She Ascends, and you will get all of our information to upcoming hikes, day trips. You'll be able to see events that Hike Hoppers is doing, that is for men and women and all over the state. They have children's programs, so check them out too. That is a really, that's our parent program. But any questions?
Gosh, that is absolutely fantastic. Does everybody have all of that info down? I'd like to have Lee actually drop off her shared screen.
All right.
There we
Got some
go.
sun in here. Woo.
Oh yeah, we're sunning out, but I was hoping more people had their video on, but round of applause. Yay. Lee, that is so fantastic. Your work is incredible. And now is a great time for anyone to jump in with any questions that they may have, or thoughts, suggestions, or hi Caleb, I see you're there now. I love everything about She Ascends. I mean, it speaks so loudly to my origination of Nature of the North as well. You know, like the reasoning behind it, why you're doing it. I think it's absolutely incredible. So obviously, always we are more than happy to help in any way that we possibly can.
Yeah, keep your eyes open for an event that we collaborate with them. So that's going to be a thing. I think it'd be fun to do a hike and a climb, or a, whatever.
Yeah. No, we got more friends. Hello, friends.
We've got my boyfriend and my daughter in the base downstairs.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so anyone have any questions for Lee while we have her?
No.
Sorry,
so if somebody wants to be a member, they just do it all online?
Yes, you will find the link to registration on that hikehoppers.org.
Okay.
I think the best way to get started, if you watch this and you're like, yep, I'm interested, would be go to Facebook, look for our group, ask to join, and then you get all the information you need right there. I think that would be the biggest.
That's great.
But, and again, all the time, you'll see our events come through on Facebook. Our state leader is putting those out too as invite events, so the community knows about them. And you just come join us. Doesn't matter.
You said the next hike is in June
13th, and it's a hike at night. We're going to meet at Gooseberry at 8:45 p.m. I'll have lots of glowing things, and bring your headlamps and flashlights if you feel more comfortable.
And bug spray.
Yeah. Well, we get bugs, but we'll have bugs by then.
There's always bugs.
At least for Alicia.
Yeah, for me there is.
She can't escape it.
Some people, they don't bug.
Ha.
I don't often get bit, but some people it's awful. So.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, well, I'll be there, so I'll see you in 13th.
Awesome.
That does sound fantastic. We'll do a follow-up post in the event for everyone that wasn't able to meet it or to make it here tonight, and we'll share a link to the Hike Hopper so that everybody can get a little bit more info on that. Everyone that's here can share it with any of their friends that want to get into working with the She Ascends group, or going on some hikes and just having some fun. So that would be awesome. But I really wish you were here in our space right now, Lee. It was going to be awesome to have you as our first guest in the new space.
Yep, that was the plan.
But this is good too.
Yeah, such is life.
That's great. Well, I mean, that's pretty much all we have here for tonight. With it being a virtual version of Nature Night, we don't get the same camaraderie aspect as we typically do. But after this, if you want to hang out for a little bit and ask any random questions, or
drink more beer,
just drink more beer virtually, like that's absolutely fine. We'll we'll just still sit here and hang out and kind of hear everybody's stories. I know Dami's got to talk about the backcountry a little bit. I want to hear about Caleb's adventure weekend, and I haven't seen Anthony over there in quite a minute. So I think it'd be good to hear from some of these friends. Yeah, so for everyone that is here, Nature Night is always a good monthly platform for us to kind of let you in on how things are moving forward with Nature of the North. So obviously about 9 months ago, we got funding to build our own space. We are now sitting in the space. And it's been a very challenging 9 months to say the least, but we have a climbing wall, we have some lights. We're now working on a retail area that we just started putting together today, a little bit last night. And we poured our final coat of epoxy on our main front sign today. And that was the scariest pour of epoxy we've ever done. So we're super excited to get that hung on the front face of the wall. Of the outside, we got vinyl from Office Sign Company. Lots of cool stuff happening inside. But now we're looking at a potential start allowing some folks to come in a very secure manner sometime in mid-June. We're looking at, probably about 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to start allowing members to come in and climb. We might be able to allow some group climbing sessions. So if you pick 6 of your friends that you've kind of been quarantining with, whether it's friends, families, roommates, people that you've been in contact with, you can bring them in as a group, and then it'll only be your group. So that way we're not mixing any people that you wouldn't have already interacted with. And then probably some one-on-one sessions. Hopefully within a month after that, we'll be able to have some scheduled open climbing sessions for people to come in. But until then, we still have our weekly group rides with Hunter Nichols going on for a little bit of just weekly riding and hanging out with some friends.
Bike riding.
Bike riding. Bicycle riding.
Bicycle.
Someone showed up with a motorcycle this week. It's fine. And we're going to be starting some weekly hammocking with Caleb Stubstad there, as you can see there with the awesome bike in his background. We're working with the Parks District on getting approval for just every Monday night being able to go hammock. So we're going to be getting that up and running so you can sway away your case of the Mondays.
Yeah, we're also working on getting, go ahead, Lee.
I have a question. What do you guys do? You just go find places and like put your hammocks on and all hang out?
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
That's awesome.
Once it's like, it'll be
like
right now.
A new spot.
Yeah, well, we have a park right across over here, so we'll probably go there a lot of the time, but we can switch it up.
It's literally an excuse to set up a hammock once a week.
You what?
It's literally an excuse just to set up your hammock once a week.
Awesome. I've been wanting one for a long time. Other question, when you guys go biking, does everybody have road bikes? Is it a mixture?
Oh, it's a complete mix.
It's a mix, but it's nothing like crazy intense. Like you don't have to have like a really intense bike for off-roading. Like we go a little bit on the bike trails and the roads.
Yeah, I mean, so far everything has been on absolute concrete. 3 of the people always bring their road bikes. 3 of the people always bring their fat tire bikes, and most everybody else is in their casuals. So it's a good mix across the board. For right now, everyone with any bike should be able to come on this trip. As we move forward, we'll start having scheduled like trail night, like, hey, bring your bike with some grippy tires because we're going to go on the trails, or we're going to go a little bit longer, so bring your road bike or something like that. But for right now, it's just anyone and everyone can come every Wednesday night. We're going biking.
Yep.
Okay. I'm sorry I have all these questions, but I have another one. If you are new to portable hammocking, what do you guys recommend?
Caleb, take it away, bud.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? Like just something to take to the park or something to camp in, or?
Okay, good question. I don't think I want to, no, I don't think I want to camp in it. I just want to be able to like have it with me when I'm out camping, and there's 2 perfect trees right there and I can chill out and read. But yeah, I would like to go to the park. Yeah. I don't want to spend the night in it. I'm getting old.
Most of what you'd find at like Shields will be great, albeit a little bit pricier than if you shop around online. But most will come with the hammock and straps, or make sure it comes with straps and the hammock body, and that's all you really need.
Yep.
So
okay, so stick to not something that you want to like go to Walmart maybe.
Walmart did just team up with Moose Jaw, so they're going to be doing a whole line of like intro gear at like their pricing, but pretty good quality. It'll take 6 months for that to hit stores, but I'd probably stay away from like Walmart for right now. But
For what? Okay.
next step up, even that $30-$40 range on Amazon, places like that is still pretty good too.
Okay. Oh, that was really helpful. Thank you.
I mean, that's what I have is a $30 hammock off Amazon, and I've had it for 3 years now, and it's just fine. It's just I just take it out. I've taken it winter camping before, and it was fine. But
What's the one we just got in our Cairn package?
the Serac, SERAC. We just got one of those in our Cairn box, and it was awesome.
Yeah, we really liked it. The straps were really easy to use.
Really nice straps.
Like,
Caleb, I got to show you these things.
yeah,
They're good.
It's
no whoopee sling, but
yeah, it was a good one. So if you find like, I guess how to explain it is like some straps that are all different, but a lot of the one that we have has like it's sectioned off. So you'll have like a section's this big and they kind of go across, and then you're able to kind of pull tight and go to each section depending on how far the trees are. So instead of having to like, a lot of them are different. We have to tie them differently or do whatever. But this one, you just kind of pull and go to the next section, and that's really nice.
But that'll be the benefit of our hammock night is if someone gets a new hammock, bring it along. We'll help you set it up.
Caleb will know how to do it.
We'll show it up. We'll have extras. You can come and try some and see what's going on. I mean, it's really just to make hammocking more accessible. So.
Yeah.
The comfier of my two is my one that was like $30 on Amazon. It's just way too big to put in a backpack and take camping.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Anybody else have any questions?
Who's gonna go join Leah on her next hike, the night hike? Oh my gosh, what is that?
I don't know. A drawing, maybe?
It looks fantastic.
Did you draw?
Make a Roblox account.
Oh,
Silly face. That's the best I could do.
you did great.
Sticking your tongue out.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great. Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for coming. This is absolutely fantastic. Thanks again, Lee, for being here. We'll bring you in as soon as we can actually open up and do something, but we'll push your upcoming night hike over at Gooseberry shortly. So that way we can get all that pushed out and make sure that everybody knows about it. Hopefully we can just do a bunch of stuff here coming up soon. But otherwise, we're going to be doing Nature Night once a month. Once again, guys, hopefully sooner than later we can actually do it in person, even if we have to do it in a park and everybody's 25 feet away, whatever it takes. I don't even care.
We'll get a microphone.
We'll do it like a old drive-up movie style.
There you go.
But obviously, Nature Night is near and dear to us. It is really the thing that is going to help build our outdoor community, which is what this is all about. Is we want people to meet other outdoor enthusiasts. We want them to hear about other things that are happening in our area, and we want to get people outdoors through it. So if you see any of these lovely faces out on the streets or out at the bars, or, okay, let's face it, we're all in isolation. If you see them on Facebook, just give them a like, add them on as a friend. These are all beautiful people. And all we want to do is everybody make a few friends, get outdoors a little bit more, and find some really cool, interesting things to do. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for being here. If you don't already, like a page, and let's just go and do cool outdoorsy stuff together.
Yay.
Yay. Awesome. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks again, guys.